3 people, including a juvenile, are hurt after a two-vehicle crash in South Fargo this morning. It happened in the 1500 block of 45th Street South. Police say a vehicle that was northbound attempted to make a left turn on a yellow flashing light when it was hit by a vehicle that had a green light in the southbound lane of 45th Street. Both vehicles have significant damage. Officials say 31-year-old Becky Naga was sentenced for failure to yield.